All right, everybody.
hold on.
This is Katie Grigsby right there. That's her. And we're going to be interviewing her about leadership and her views on leadership and just all of the above about leadership tonight. Katie, tell us a little bit about the leadership experience that you have.
Okay, well, I think my biggest leadership role that I've had in my life would be through Young Life. And if we all know what that is.
Maybe explain it for those who don't know, because I'll probably get a lot of YouTube views on this, you know? So probably explain it just so all of my viewers know what Young Life is.
I love nothing more.
Okay, great. I'm so happy about that.
So Young Life is basically a Christian outreach organization, and basically we go into schools, middle schools and high schools, and in colleges, and we reach out to kids and get them to come to club, which consists of a lot of fun. It's a lot of singing and dancing and games, and then we talk about Jesus for about 10 to 15.
Oh no, you're gone. Wait, Katie.
Uh-oh, help.
Are you there?
Yeah.
You're like,
No.
Okay, no, you're better now. You're better now. Go ahead, keep going. You sing and you dance. And what else do you do? There's a lot of fun.
And we play games, and then at the end, we talk about Jesus for 15 minutes. And then we have a closer-knit Bible study also. So, like, club is on Mondays. Thursdays, we have Bible study, and then kids can ask questions about Jesus. And we go into more depth about what we talked about on Monday, or kind of whatever they want. So
that sounds great. So tell us about what you do within Young Life.
Okay, yeah. So I lead for a high school in Flagstaff called NPA, or Northland Preparatory Academy. And so I get to go into this to like me, hopefully. And then, we just get them to come and join the club and hang out with us and do a lot of really fun things, and hopefully get to know Jesus that way by loving on them and living life with them.
That's so great.
That's what I like to do.
That's so great of you. So how do you lead these? Do you lead boys or do you lead girls, or like what do you lead?
Typically females for me.
Specifically, great.
I am a female. I lead girls. We usually like to stick with same gender kind of thing. Just makes it a little bit less complicated.
Right.
So I'm leading a few girls right now, and that kind of consists of just kind of like, I feel like I said hanging out with them a lot, but usually just like live life with them. Like I do a lot of homework dates and just like hangouts, like coffee dates, those kinds of things, but like maybe a few times during the week. And I talk to them about their life, and just like, I don't know, I get to be their friend, and once their walls are let down, I get to hear more about their life, and they open up a lot more to the idea of like my beliefs and Christianity in general. So that's kind of how I break down the walls. You just become friends and live life with them. So that's kind of how we mainly lead. That's how we stick to it, just like living life with them, and just being their friend, being their pal.
What is the toughest situation that you've encountered while leading these young females?
I think the hardest thing would probably be probably like getting kids to be interested. It's always very difficult just because they're in high school and they think they're cooler than everyone, and a lot of people just think that they're too good for faith and that kind of thing, and so they just like think they don't need it. They think they're too cool. That's kind of like the main problems that we have is getting kids interested in hanging out with us and like not thinking that we're total creeps, which we're just totally not.
We're totally not.
even though it seems like it. Yeah, so it's hard getting kids to trust you and like actually be stereotyping to say like I've tried to reach out to so many girls, but they're all just like they either like ignore me or like yeah totally and cancel or
Does that hurt your feelings when they ignore you?
no.
No, it doesn't. Why does it not hurt your feelings?
Maybe because I mean it's not like I'm trying to reach out like a friend, which I'm trying to
Wait. This is like, I can barely see you. Speak really quick.
Hello?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Keep talking.
No, that's really because when it comes to this kind of
Okay, so, Katie, when these girls...
Oh no.
What?
This is so bad.
Are you there? We're experiencing some technical difficulties, people. My viewers, please don't log out. Keep watching. We will return as soon as we can. Oh, are you there? You're there.
Yeah. Am I?
I can see you. I can hear you.
I can see you.
Okay, so back to our discussion. Tell me about why your feelings don't get hurt when these girls don't want to speak to you.
Don't want to speak to you. Maybe because with this kind of ministry, you can't really. You have to be really prepared for disappointment because it's outreach. Not everybody's gonna want to talk to you, hear what you have to say, care about you by any means.
Great.
You just kind of have to walk into it being like really prepared for that and being prepared for almost entirely prepared for failure, just because it's hard. Because again, like it's not always promising. Like last year was a really hard time for our team with that school. It was really difficult, and there's a lot of failure, but there's also a lot of hope within the failure because that means there's only going up from there, you know. So,
I think that positive attitude that you have is a great leadership quality.
Well, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
It's the only way to lead, you know.
What is? Please enlighten me.
Someone's got to be positive.
Right, because positivity makes the world go round. Am I right?
You are 1,000% correct.
I thought so too. Anyway, on to our next question. What is your favorite thing about leading these young girls?
I think my favorite part is probably just seeing myself become a bigger role in their lives. I have one girl.
A bigger what? I'm sorry. You cut out at that one part. I could not understand what you said. Oh.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, my favorite part has been watching myself become a bigger role in their lives. And almost in a lot bigger role than I thought I'd ever be, because I kind of thought it would just be a temporary, just while you're in high school kind of a thing. But I don't know, a few girls have been like, wow, I just can't wait to be friends with you forever. So it's
that's so fun cute.
And, that's really rewarding. And then also just knowing that they're hearing the word of Jesus is so rewarding in itself. Just getting them to club is such a win, and getting them to hear about those kinds of ideas, it means a lot knowing that I'm the one that got them there, and not giving myself any credit because that's all JC, but it's kind of fun. It's cool being a part of it.
Right.
You know?
Right. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Good. I'm so glad. What is your least favorite thing about being a leader? In any aspect, not just in young life. It could be if you've led I know you've led other things in your life. So those could be other examples of things that are your least favorite leadership thing. Hello?
Yeah, I think
What is happening?
Maddie.
Is Maddie there? Maddie! Welcome to the interview. You will also be interviewed.
Hi.
Hello!
What are you interviewing for?
I'm interviewing for my leadership class, Intro to Leadership. Say hi to my professor. And all my YouTube viewers.
Oh, good.
Yes. Welcome to the party.
Hi, viewers. Hello, it's me.
Guys, this one is Madison.
Join the club.
Oh, wow. We're just going to have a party. All right. Hello. Hello. Okay. Katie, back to your least favorite thing about leading. What is it?
Yeah, go ahead. I love you, Alexa.
I love you too. Maddie, you're next. So go ahead. Go, Katie. Go ahead.
Oh, is this still recording? My God.
Yes, it is. This is all going on YouTube.
Are you there?
I sure am.
Good.
We have to continue. I have to interview you. We can't just have a great time this whole time we're on the phone. We have to get a little bit of homework done, please. What?
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
Anyway, back to your least favorite thing about leading. Why don't we get there?
Oh, yeah. You know what? Let's get there, shall we? That'd be a great thing to get. A good place to get.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Least favorite part about leading. I mean, oh gosh. Well, I mean, it kind of goes with just really life in general, really. But just responsibility sucks. Yeah, like, well, just specifically for Young Life, I'm in charge of a lot of different things. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, you're in charge of, like, doing contact with kids, like, going out and, like, reaching out to them, and then, like, staying consistent with them. So, like, meeting with them, like, a few times during the week. And then you're also in charge of other things, like technical things, like being in charge of, like, a game for club, or, like, I'm usually in charge of music. So, like, that's kind of a thing. And, like, practicing, and just, like, all the time that you have to put into it, it just really can be exhausting. So I, like, I mean, that's kind of sucky, like, all the technical things about it, but, I mean, it pays off, ultimately. I mean, I think that all hard work pays off, really.
Very good.
So,
very cliche. Very good. Good line.
thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're
I thought of it
welcome.
myself.
I know you did.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's, like, yeah, that's kind of an unfortunate part. Really just, like, obligations and responsibility.
Right. All those great
Literally
things.
what life.
Right. Okay. On to the next question. What is something that you believe a good leader must have? Or multiple things. You can just go on for a minute if you want. This does have to be 30 minutes long. So we're at about
Hold on,
14 now.
Oh, you're still frozen.
Well, can you hear me? I can hear you and see you. So go ahead and continue.
Probably communication. I think that's a huge one. Just because if you're not communicating to other people, or really just, like, to anybody, then you're going to fail in pretty much every aspect. Just communicating what you want, what you need, what you want, like, your vision to look like, played out. It's really important. And then also, I think delegating responsibility is a huge one. Because I think, like, me personally, it's really easy for me to take over and be like, oh, I'll just take care of all of it, because I'm, like, the leader and I want to do that. But I think a big part of it is relenting responsibility and saying, like, hey, I trust that you're going to do a good job and this is what I want. And then just, like, trusting that it's going to turn out well. And if not, then guiding whoever's doing it in a better direction or the right direction. Yeah, so I think communication is huge. That's something that you really a leader can't not have. That kind of thing without that.
Right.
Yeah, that's just really important. Yeah, I would say communication is top.
Top what? Top of the line? Top one? Top three?
Top percents.
Top. Okay, great. Okay, great. Katie, can you tell me about a leader in your life who has just had such an impact on you, and can you tell me why, please?
Mm, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. let me think about one. I've had a lot of really great leaders.
If you want to say me, that's fine.
I think. Oh, here we go. I think one really great leader that I had in high school. She was actually my young life leader. She was really great. Kristen / Alexa.
Wait, did you just hear my joke about you can say me? Because I said that like a minute ago.
Yeah, no, Kristen was really great to me because she was. What?
Go ahead.
Said what?
No, go ahead. Continue.
You're so frozen.
That's okay. Go ahead, continue. All right, so back to our discussion. Who is a leader that has had a great impact on your life? And please tell me why. I would really love that.
Well, I think the biggest leader in my life has been my young life leader from home, Kristen. And she was really great because she was always really reliable, and she would seek out, like, hanging out with me quite a bit. She would, I don't know, she was always there for me. She'd always call me when I needed her. She would always invite me over, cook me things if I needed to. She'd be my escape if I needed one. She was always just a really consistent and loyal person to me. And just super loving and encouraging. And I don't know, she was just all around like a really great person to look up to. And especially when it comes to, what? I don't know. Like, I would love to be a leader like Kristen, just because she's so good at what she does. She is really,
That's a new tattoo on your arm.
Have you not seen it?
Nope.
I got it, like, actually a month and a half ago.
Nope, haven't seen it. Let me see. Wow. Oh, I did see that, actually. You sent me a picture of it. Never mind. Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, so I would love to be a leader like Kristen. She's really good at loving on girls and meeting them where they're at and not asking for any more than what they're able to give, and giving probably 70% more than they're able to. Yeah, she just gives her whole heart into girls, and she's very intentional with them and seeks them really well and pursues them really well. And even though I am 3 years out of high school, she still calls me on a regular basis, leaves me voice messages, like, always is very intentional about seeing me and talking to me and trying really hard. So, like, the relationship didn't stop there, which I think is also really important with, I don't know, leadership.
So, would you say that Kristen and the way that she has led you and the way that she was with you when you were in high school and even now has helped shape the way that you want to lead these girls? And would you consider Kristen a mentor in your life?
I would say yes to both of those questions. Yeah, she has showed me the importance of, I think, mainly consistency. That's been a huge one for sure. And she showed me how far relationships can go, and how much you can get out of what you're doing based off of the work you put into it. And I mean, I'll be eternally grateful for the fact that she was deeply involved in the last 3 or 4 years of my life, and that she genuinely had an impact and genuinely cared about me. And even when I didn't want to talk to her, she would still call me and, drag it out of me. So, I mean, I'd like to be that person for kids, and I would like to, I'd like that relationship to continue even after, which I mean, that'd just be so wonderful. I think that's the point of ministry and outreach anyway. I would love to embody that about her. I mean, of course, we're all different with our leading styles, and we're different in a lot of ways, but at the same time, there's a lot of characteristics of Kristen's leadership style that I would like to hopefully adopt and embody someday or now.
Or now. Great. Okay. So have you ever been led by someone who you don't think is a good leader, and what made them a bad leader, and how did you react to their poor leadership and their poor leadership skills?
Okay, yeah. Yeah. I've definitely been led by some bad leaders, for sure.
Tell me about them, would you?
Would you? Wow. I can think of one. I did a Bible study with this one. And
okay, so continue.
I mean, she was great. Like, she's a really great human, and I'm really glad to know her. And
right.
Glad to have a lot of time with her.
You don't really have to be nice. She has no idea that you're talking about her.
I know.
So just lay it all out there.
I do love her a lot. Just like maybe not as a leader. No, she was great, but she wasn't exactly... We didn't, really get along that great. I also think that's, kind of an important part about...
I can see how that could be an issue, yeah.
A little bit. I mean, it's not that we didn't...
Okay, continue on about your bad leader. She was a great person, but not a great leader. Why was she not a great leader?
Yeah, she was not the best leader only because I don't know, there's a lot of reasons, but I think a huge one was that I didn't really get along with her that well. Like, our personalities just didn't mesh the way that I like that kind of leader to mesh. Don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, I just, I would have liked it if we maybe could, get along a lot better and understand each other a lot more. She was, a little bit more, shy and reserved and kind of, held back, which is fine. You can be that and still be a leader, but I don't know. I'm not as receptive to people like that. So she was great, and she asked me great questions, but I didn't feel like I was going to share everything with her because we didn't get along that great. And I feel like I want to make sure that whoever I share my heart with or let lead me, I can at least, get along in, the most basic aspects of life.
Right.
Yeah. So,
very fair.
I don't know. She was fine, but...
But what?
Yeah. She'd be great for, I think, another person.
Great. That's great. See, you can admit these things.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. How did you react to her poor leadership? You said that you didn't feel like you could share very much with her. What else? How else did you really react? All right, Katie. There's this thing in leadership by the author of our book, Maxwell, and he calls it the law of the lid, which means that in your leadership ability, you have a lid of your maximum ability to lead people, and it's on a scale of 1 to 10. So first, I would like you to try and rate yourself on your leadership ability, and it can be in different categories or whatever, but I would like you to do that. And then I would also like you to speak on how you try to increase your leadership skills, and by doing that, increase your lid capability. Please.
Yes.
Okay, can you please answer those questions now?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So I think my personal lid would probably be at around a 5 or a 6, I think I can be a good leader, and I think that if I need to, I can take charge and be good at it. But I honestly would probably rather do what somebody tells me to do and just be a part of creating the big picture rather than looking at it and, I don't know, making the big picture myself. Yeah, I would rather do that. So probably my max would be under 5 or 6.
So are you actively doing anything to try and increase your lit and like your leadership abilities, or are you just pretty comfortable where you're at? Hello?
I would say right now I'm pretty comfortable. I would like to increase it more. Hello?
You're good. Keep going.
We're good. Oh God, sorry, I thought it stopped. Yeah, I think I'm pretty content with where I'm at right now, honestly. I'm just at a place where I have a lot going on in my life, and I feel like responsibility is more important than leadership right now, and taking care of everything to the best of my ability is better than stressing myself out about making myself a better leader and putting myself in those kinds of positions. I think that maybe my senior year, so next year, I'll have more opportunity for that, or I'll have to take a lot more initiative when I apply for internships and that kind of thing. But as of right now, I'm very content with just being kind of a volunteer leader, someone who can step up if they need to, but not someone that is like 100% relied on.
Good.
So I'm pretty content with that.
Good. That's so great.
Yeah.
Great. Great. Okay. So who is someone in like anywhere in the whole world? Can you hear me? Katie. Okay, so who is anybody that you can think of that you think is a good leader and like an impactful leader anywhere around the world, in any type of setting? Just someone who like speaks to your heart in a leader way, and like why? Are you there? Hello?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I would say probably there's like a few that come to mind.
Let's hear them.
Yeah, let's hear them. As of recent, one has been the Pope, the new Pope.
Great.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. I really like what he has to say about a lot of topics. Specifically the environment. But anyways.
Good. And can you tell us why specifically environment? Do you think it has anything to do with your major in school, maybe? Could you just tell my viewers what your major is?
Yeah, just in case they were wondering. It is indeed an environmental science.
Great! Okay. What? Crazy! Okay, go ahead. Continue with your list of leaders, please.
Yeah, so probably the next would be the king of all music, Michael Jackson.
Hello.
Yep, Michael Jackson.
And for what? And why?
He made some sweet strides in
yes.
the music world.
Yes, he did.
He was just so great. He had great dance moves.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I just love him. I love him. So Michael Jackson for sure. And then like a close third would probably be Justin Timberlake.
Woo! Yes.
Yeah.
Can you tell my viewers why, please?
Here's the deal. I just don't think I really need to.
But my time limit on this video says that you need to. So, for the sake of my minutes in this video, please expand on your admiration of Justin Timberlake and his leadership ability.
Well, I don't know. He's like, first off, he's very handsome.
Oh, yeah.
That already makes me very biased to listen to him.
You're right.
His, anything he says. Really.
Yes.
Kidding, but not. And then, his music is wonderful. Second, It's so freaking good. And then third, even though I really like him because he's really humble. Even though he does have a lot of music that maybe seems like it's quite the opposite. He, like, as a person, like, I don't know, just like in interviews and award shows and stuff, he's just such a cool guy. He comes across as really thankful for everything that he's been given, and he doesn't take advantage of the love that he receives from anybody. And, like, he doesn't forget where he came from. Like, seeing him with his family is pretty cool. If you're ever on YouTube and are bored, check that out. It's so fun. Yeah, so he's just like a really humble, down-to-earth kind of guy from what I've seen. So I don't really know him personally, even though I'd like to, Justin, someday.
Hello.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just like I respect him a lot. I think he's a really cool guy with a lot of cool talents, but doesn't have a big head about it. So that's pretty enough for me.
Good. Good.
Yeah,
That's excellent. Is there anybody else that you would like to speak on as a favored leader in your life?
Wow. Yeah, probably Alexa Arndt.
Oh, wow. Tell me about her.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, so can you please tell me about this great leader, Alexa Arndt, that you were speaking of before the computer cut out?
Would love nothing more than to expand my thoughts on Alexa Arndt.
That sounds like a great plan, really.
Wow, yeah. Alexa Arndt, huh? She's a great leader for a lot of reasons. First off, she's been a leader her whole life because she's raised 3 children, basically, by herself. Kind of. Sorry, Mama Arndt.
She won't know. Don't worry.
I know. Yeah, so, I mean, she's already has really great leadership abilities because of that. That was pretty an inherent skill kind of placed into her life. Just dropped right in. And then...
okay, so, go ahead. What are other qualities about Alexa that you think are good leadership qualities?
I would probably have to say, other than all of them, I would say she's a really hard worker. She, like, gives her all the time. Like, she's not the kind of person to half do anything. Yeah, she just, like, it's pretty impressive. When she commits, she's, like, fully in it until she succeeds, which is a really great trait. She's really good at encouraging. So, I mean, she could...
You're a go.
Okay. Yeah, so, back to Alexa. Yeah, so I just think, I don't know, I think she could pretty much lead anybody to success just because she is a successful person herself. I think very rarely have I ever seen her encounter failure based off of her own efforts, and she always tends to bring others up into success with her. I don't know, she's just excelled in pretty much every aspect. I think she chases after what matters. To her at the time, whether it be academics or basketball, which she puts her full heart into, which is why she's at the school that she is right now and in her dream city, San Diego. Yeah, she just gives her all, and she doesn't care about anybody else who gets in the way. So I think that's kind of also a huge thing. She's very motivated, self-motivated, and she doesn't really need anybody else to get her there except for herself. So...
Wow, you're the nicest. You're probably the nicest person that I know. Oh, wow. Well, Katie, thank you so much for letting me interview you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the nice words that you said. And I apologize wholeheartedly for all of the technical difficulties that I've put you through this evening. But I just am so thankful that we got to speak and interview you. And if you ever want to interview anybody, I got your back, because I owe you one.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay.
I'm excited for when I have an interview someday.